Hello, everyone. You are listening to ZEN The Podcast with me, Sirg.
And me, Zenobia.
And this episode is going to be a very special episode.
So today we're doing something called Dear Straight People. So Sergio and I have come up with lists of our own that basically talk about things that straight people do that annoy us or are offensive or unnecessary. Yeah, so we're just going to go into more detail in a couple seconds.
Yes, after the break, we'll be back.
Dear straight people, why do you always have to say no homo after everything to prove you aren't gay?
Yeah, I don't, like that's going to change what you just said.
I hate that. Like, you'll say something, or I'll hear someone say something like, oh, that outfit look good on you, no homo.
Or I'll jack you off, no homo.
What?
Like, how is that supposed to... Dear straight people, stop thinking that we want you.
Oh. Yeah, I felt that. Alright, dear straight people, a lot of y'all have the Riley complex.
Okay, what is the Riley complex?
So the Riley complex is something I just came up with.
Okay.
So if you watch the show The Boondocks,
oh yeah,
and you know what I'm about to say, every episode Riley be talking about, nigga, that's gay, that's gay. But at the same time, you remember that episode where Thugnificent
I love that episode.
Came out with like some type of fashion line.
He had a purse, she had a crop top, pink stuff.
But he didn't think that was gay because his icon was doing it. So I feel like a lot of straight people think that way.
Dear straight people, stop using us to experiment your sexual tendencies.
Oh, I don't know. So I finally saw the movie Pariah. And in there, I don't want to spoil it, but this is so necessary to know. So in there was, so the main character, Pariah, ends up sort of falling for this girl who is sort of alternative. She's sort of different. But the girl ends up playing her and is like, oh, I'm not gay. I just wanted to experiment. And my heart was shattered. I was wish people would stop doing that.
Yeah, it's not fair to people that actually want to be in a relationship with you and you just there to experiment and just use them for your own benefit. That's not fair.
Dear straight people, why do you think that pansexuality is attraction to animals, inanimate objects, and things of that nature?
Yeah, I in communications class last year as a freshman, I did a slide on bisexuality. One thing, it was a really fun moment for me because I was able to come out to my classmates and just have a basic conversation, and no one was homophobic or anything like that.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, and in the slide, I also mentioned pansexuality, and one person raised their hand, and one person asked, does pansexuality mean you're attracted to animals? What? What? I was like, no, that's bestiality. And everybody just bust out laughing. Dear straight people, we are not your comical relief.
Can we touch on that for a second? Because a lot of movies try to add, the gay character whose main purpose is just to be funny.
Exactly.
And they don't add anything to the plot.
And how are they funny?
Just by playing on stereotypes.
Yes, exactly. That new movie that we just talked about, Jungle Cruise, I believe it's called, where a straight actor is playing a gay character, and they say he's gonna be the comical relief. The movie hasn't come out yet, but if they play on stereotypes, we gotta talk about that as well. Yeah.
Dear straight people, why do y'all assume that we date our friends? I have made it a personal rule of mine to not date my friends.
I never. Well.
Let me sip my Fanta.
Have I ever been attracted to a friend? Once, and once. I'm not gonna tell you when, but once. But I never dated a friend, and I think it's kind of weird to have any sexual act with a friend. I think because it's like with your friend, it's like a family in a way.
Yeah.
If you have a sexual act with a family member, that's really weird. So yeah, I think the same way when it comes to friends. Dear straight people, we are not going through a phase. Plain and simple.
Say no more.
It's not a phase. This ain't a phase.
Dear straight people, please stop setting us up on dates with people that we don't know, but you think we would work because we're both gay.
Oh my gosh. And I have one that's very similar to that, and I will say that after the break. Dear straight people, we don't care if you have a friend that you want us to meet because they happen to be gay as well. Straight people think, oh, I have a gay friend, so y'all both gay, so y'all can get along. I don't understand that.
Dear straight people, why do y'all think that if I wear girly clothing that I'm not a lesbian anymore?
What?
I don't know if you've ever, sometimes like today, I would say I'm pretty feminine. And so like guys will see how I dress like on the regular versus when I dress like professional or beat my face, and then they'll be like, oh, I knew you wasn't gay.
It adds to the whole, some people think because they're lesbian, they have to portray a certain way or act a certain way or look a certain way. Dear straight people, we do not have an agenda.
Unless it's being gay all the time. In public with rights. Dear straight people, why do y'all think because you have a gay friend that you can use slurs?
Oh gosh.
That's not cute.
That's just like white people. Oh, I have a black friend, so I can say the N-word. No, man. No. No, you can't. I mean, I don't understand why people use that word anyway, but you can't because you have a black friend. That don't mean nothing. Dear straight people, we do not want to change the way we are, nor can we change the way we are.
Preach. There it is. Dear straight people, no, I cannot pretend to be your girlfriend to protect you from that guy over there. I really cannot. Y'all don't know. Lesbian relationships move fast as I don't know what. Don't expect me to pretend to be your boo joint unless you actually want to be my boo joint.
That's crazy. Dear straight people, we do not have a mental disorder. And I learned that in queer studies class, where some people back then they thought homosexuality was was a mental disorder. Yeah, we do not have a mental disorder. I mean, I don't think I do. I mean, if I did, you better give me them checks. Give me them checks, government.
Dear straight people, why are y'all so okay with the casual homophobic joke? Whenever my family talks about the movie Men in Tights, they always like to bring up this like scene where they sing something like "Call us pansies" and we'll kick your ass or something like that, and they'll laugh about it, and I'm like, y'all laugh about this, but at the same time, y'all like homophobic, so I'm just like, what is it?
Dear straight people, you do not have a straight pride month for a reason.
Dear straight people, there is no man in my relationship for a reason. Please stop asking me who's the man.
Exactly.
Because I'm just gonna look at you.
I had the same thing on my list as well. It was dear straight people, don't ask me what role I play in my relationship.
Right.
Dear straight people, coming out is harder than you think. some straight people don't understand how hard it is to come out. Some people like, just come out, it's fine, it's whatever, and people not gonna care. You don't understand what's in someone's life.
Right.
Like,
you don't know their situation, where they live, how
yeah.
their parents are.
Yeah, it's harder than you think, straight people. It's harder than you think.
Dear straight people, straight cisgender people, let me specify this. So why do you guys choose to ignore people's gender identity or lack thereof? Y'all understand that there's some people whose biological sex does not match their actual gender. And there are some people who don't choose to, not identify with a particular gender because they don't believe in it. Why can't y'all just accept it and move on?
Yeah.
Y'all always have to dissect and criticize and analyze. It's not you.
Yeah, it's not your life. Like, mind your business and get over it.
We'll be back after the break. Dear straight black hotep community.
Okay.
Why do we act like homosexuality either A, doesn't exist, or B, is a form of weakness?
I can attest to that because I am also black as well. In the black community, it's like I said in our past episodes, don't tell. Was it?
It was please don't ask and please don't tell.
Yeah,
for those of you
who
watched the show Blackish, they had a whole episode with featuring Raven Simone on there as Dre's sister about like how the black community chooses to ignore queerness and LGBT even though it's up in their face.
Dear straight people, do not ask me if I am a top or a bottom.
Oh.
Because that's offensive to most people.
Yeah, you don't need to know that. Why are you asking?
Not your business.
Dear straight people, why do you guys like to give awkward backhanded compliments? Such as, oh, I didn't know you went that way. Cool. Good for you.
Or, oh, you look pretty good for a gay boy. You look cute for a gay boy.
Or you don't really look gay. Like that.
You don't look gay, but okay,
thanks.
Cool.
I guess.
Dear straight people.
Ooh, put the bass in it.
We do not want to conform your children. We want to teach them.
Ooh, say it louder for the people in the back.
We do not want to conform your children.
We want to teach the children. Okay, America? You understand? You have to explain? All right.
Dear straight people. Why do you have a problem with gay or queer men?
Okay.
But you say stuff like, I love lesbians because they're hot.
The fantasy.
It's so annoying, the hypersexualization of us. But when two men kiss, y'all are, that's nasty. Hit me with that gay stuff. I'm so sick and tired.
Boy, sit down. Dear straight people, watch what you say in public. I hear that a lot in public places. You don't know who's around. Like I got my hair cut one day, and the barber was just talking crap about his experience with being in a club and being around gay people and how he don't want a gay man near his kids. And I'm just sitting in the barber seat like,
hello.
But I don't flip on people. I just let people talk because what's the point, really? But sometimes you might have to tell them, watch what you say because you don't know who's around.
I felt that. They're straight people, straight men in particular.
All right.
Why is there so much aggression towards butch lesbians?
Probably because they feel intimidated or their masculinity is being threatened because they see a woman who might challenge their masculinity. That's what I think.
I mean, I agree. I think they get a little scared. You know, they feel like they gotta be the man. They gotta act all big and bold. I'm like, don't nobody care how you act.
Dear straight people, you do not have the right to call a gay man girl. Put another one. Dear straight people, stop saying yes, girl, when I walk by you, bitch.
We're gonna count that as one whole one.
Yeah, that's one.
Because that covers so much, but it's all related. Because for some odd reason, like, when straight people find out, especially, like, this happens to gay men, even more so gay black men. When people find out that y'all are, like, gay, queer, bi, whatever, all of a sudden the lingo starts changing. They go from, hey, Sergio, to, hey, queen, yes, bitch, yes, girl. I'm like,
I have a friend named Kenneth. Hey, Kenneth. And there's a lot of girls that not his friends, but his girls on campus would just walk past. I'm like,
hey girl, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm like, Kenneth, do you know them? No, I don't. Like, you don't know, and it's straight girls really that do that. And I'm like, no, we're not friends. You don't. My name is Sergio, not girl.
My name is Dear straight people, please stop saying that I am too pretty to be a lesbian or that someone is too manly to be gay.
And that's also going by your backhanded compliment. That's like you're too this to be your sexuality. Like the sexuality that you go by is like beneath you. I don't like what?
I don't understand it. I feel like they trying to give me pity, and I'm like, I don't need pity. I need something that starts with a P and also ends with a Y and has some other words, letters in between. But nah, like,
you're too good looking to be gay.
I really don't understand that. It's like the stereotype that the only reason lesbians are lesbians is because they're ugly.
Wow.
I'm like, there are some pretty girls out here. Like, I think I'm decent. Like,
you're more than decent, girl.
Thank you.
Yes. Dear straight people, homosexuality did not just start recently. I've learned in queer studies class, homosexuality was back in the Roman days and before BC. Like, gay people have been around for centuries. Like, we've always been here. And we're never going. So we're always here.
Dear straight cisgender people.
Okay, specific.
Please stop thinking that transgender means you can change your gender like a Pokemon. I swear, I did this whole presentation in my 11th grade English class, and people really liked it. And the next group that came up was making fun of, like, transgender people, and they had somebody act out like, they had said something like, oh, I don't identify as a girl, I identify as a Pokemon. And the class was laughing.
Wow.
And I was like, why are we taking stuff like this as a joke?
Right.
Because LOL, people's gender identity is so funny.
Dear straight people, you cannot choose to be gay. When I hear a straight guy say, you choose to be gay, you can choose to be gay. No, you can't. And if you think that, you're probably bi, because you think in your head that you can choose to be gay, to go with a guy. You thought about it yourself, so think you might be bi, brother.
Dear straight cisgender people, why do some of y'all feel like you have the right to control which bathroom a person chooses to use?
It's not your business at the end of the day.
And my thing is, why are you worried about people going to the bathroom?
Exactly.
Just let people, like, oh my goodness, just use the bathroom and move along. Don't be up here, oh, well, you know, what were you born as? You can't be in here. Like, who are you?
The sergeant of the bathrooms.
I don't know who appointed them. And move along, get a real job. Next.
If we getting political. Dear straight people, we are not trying to take your marriage. I saw commercials where, oh my, we need to react to these.
We should do
commercials.
Maybe we could do a reaction video.
Yeah, time. We'll do a reaction episode. There's a commercial where this woman was telling her husband,
"They're trying to take away our marriage. I can't believe they're letting the gays get married. That's not right.
How are we taking away your marriage? And we don't care about your marriage. We want to get married ourselves. Like, I don't understand that.
Some people are crazy.
I don't understand.
Dear straight people, please stop telling me that that's not real sex.
Oh.
Because the way y'all think of sex is not exactly what sex is. Sex really doesn't have anything to do with penetration. That's why there are many different types of sex, some of which don't involve any penetration at all.
Dear straight people, we are born this way. No need to explain.
Lady Gaga, take it away.
Yes.
Dear straight people, we don't do too much. So please stop saying that we do. I don't understand where this myth is coming from, where y'all believe that we're geeking or something. I don't understand. I feel like we don't do a lot.
Does that mean we want all these rights? Is that what you mean, or is it our behavior?
I feel like sometimes it's people think that the way we behave is too eccentric or flamboyant or unnecessary.
Oh, okay.
I've been in class and there has been another queer person in there who tends to be flamboyant or just speaks their mind, and someone will be like,
"They doing too much."
Blah 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 blah. I'm like, what?
It's none of your business.
Just leave it alone.
Leave them alone. Let them live their life. You live your life. Dear straight people, bisexuals do not need to prove that they are bisexual.
Say no.
But I'm just gonna explain. When I was younger, a little bit. Yeah, when I was younger, I identify as bisexual right now. But when I was younger, in my mind, I'm like, do I need to go out with a girl to prove to everyone that I'm bisexual? No, I don't. I can be with a guy all my life and still be bisexual. It's what I know I am. It doesn't have nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me, and you just need to respect that and move along with your life.
Dear straight people, why is it that y'all don't believe in asexuality or aromanticism?
Okay, I don't know what romanticism is, but asexuality, I don't know how people people don't understand that.
So aromantic is a lack of romantic feelings towards somebody.
Okay.
So it's a person who does not experience romantic attraction to anyone.
Okay, and
or at least that's how I interpreted it from the definition. If y'all know a different definition, please correct me in the comments.
Let us know.
But that's how I was taught.
Yeah, and asexuality is not having sexual attraction towards anyone. And I think I met someone who is asexual, and it's easily understandable. And you just need to teach yourself.
And even if you don't understand
educate yourself,
there's always one thing you can say. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't have to analyze and be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Just move on.
Move on with your life.
Keep
it's
moving.
Nothing to do with you. Dear straight people, we are human. We all bleed the same. We all want the same rights. We are all human.
Wow. Dear straight people who are religious, why do you have to bring your God or deity into matters of the heart? Why?
That's deep.
We have a separation of church and state. It doesn't matter what your book, scroll, Torah, Quran, it doesn't matter what's in there, because people are going to do what they want to do. You cannot force everybody to follow your religion. You cannot expect everybody to conform to what you and your religion want them to be. Just leave religion out of love. And if you are a religious person who, is an ally to the community, or if you are in the community and are religious, that's okay too. But I'm mainly talking to people who use, God as some type of basis for why there shouldn't be gay marriage.
Mm-hmm. Dear straight people, no, we are not welcoming pedophiles into the LGBTQIA.
Preach.
I don't understand why that.
Well,
no.
Let me give a very brief history of why people think that. So back in, as we talk about in queer studies, the era of McCarthyism, people associated being gay with a mental disorder,
mm-hmm.
and somehow that paralleled into being gay,
mm-hmm.
meaning back then that you were attracted to young boys, which is two completely different things. Homosexuality and pedophilia are two completely separate things. They are not related.
It is not related at all.
They are not similar.
No.
There is a difference between someone liking a person of the same sex or gender versus someone liking children.
Yeah.
Like, there's a complete difference. But if you go on YouTube and you search up this old 50s PSA called like Boys Beware, it was like one of those problematic old commercials.
It was like Jimmy walked by a car.
Yep, Jimmy walked by a car and was taken away by this stranger in sunglasses showing him pornographic cards and all of that. I'm like, that's not homosexuality, that's called pedophilia.
Yes, it is. We learn something new every day, and if you didn't know that, you know that right now. Dear straight people, LGBTQIA stands for lesbian, gay, bi, trans, queer, intersex, asexual,
or ally in some cases,
and pansexuality. If you didn't know that, now you know.
You remember the Boondocks? Lettuce, gay, bacon, and tomato.
People make jokes about that. It's hilarious. It is hilarious. Because we have all the letters in the alphabet and we are proud of it.
Yep. Alright, so we'll be back after the break.
Hey everyone, welcome back to ZEN The Podcast, and unfortunately, we have come to the end of this episode.
Of this very special episode.
Very special episode.
Okay, but don't worry, we'll be back next week with new things to talk about.
Yes.
So make sure you hit us up on Instagram, follow us, hit the notification buttons. Also hit the notification buttons in our YouTube.
Yes.
Yes, because we're coming there.
We're on YouTube now.
Yep.
Check out all our past episodes on YouTube, and in the future we are going to be posting our episodes on YouTube now. So make sure you subscribe as well.
Yep. So thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thank you guys. We love you. We love everyone.
So this is Zenobia signing off.
And this is Sirg signing out.
Okay, have a good week, guys.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.